so the staff will be relocating up here once we're finished. It's going to be an open plan office environment, so the area where we're standing now will have about 40 desks, and the admin and reception will be just the other side of this wall here. As we've been moving through, there's been a couple of questions asked. One was about obviously the Green Star rating of the building. The building's a 5-star Green Star design rating. One of the challenges in achieving that was obviously the solar panel installation. Given the design of the roof, it was very difficult to get solar onto the roof. So what we've done is installed solar panels on the roof of the Peace Memorial. So they're actually hidden down behind the parapet wall of the Peace Memorial. Obviously, given its significance, we didn't want to do anything to that building that would reduce its impact. So we've come up with quite a smart way to hide those panels from public view. This room will be themed in a bright red colour. Again, just carrying on, the different floors are all themed slightly differently. So there's room for exhibitions out here, study spaces, and a whole lot of computer stations as well. We'll head through into the repository. I think as the Mayor commented before, the new repository will allow Geelong to bring a lot of its historical records back from off-site storages that have been outside Geelong. So one of the big key components of the job was to create a repository space that meets the state standards, so that we could bring all that stuff back and store it in Geelong where it belongs. So
this is going to be a significantly better offering than what was on the cards before. So this council, through the Mayor and Councillor Ansett, and the rest of the council and the officers, values Geelong's heritage very much. And I think if you compare this with the old offering, this is a hell of a lot better, and we're going to make it better again over the journey, thanks to the support from Darren and from the rest of the council.
So installation, so we have a floor going down, and the compactors will start to fill this space pretty soon. It's also been designed so that as the collection grows, we can add more compactors in over time to make sure we accommodate the collection that we have into the future as well. So this is a fully conditioned space, both in terms of the temperature and the humidity control in here as well, which is a requirement to make sure we meet the standards for the heritage collection that we'll be putting in here. Level 3, which is the highest of the library floors. What you can see is you can see the roof, starting to get some of the finishes on the roof, and we've got level 2. We've got some of the finished colours on the roof, which is a moonlight grey colour and a very vivid blue colour as well at the front. We've got floor screeds going in soon, so part of the ESD design here has been underfloor heating, which you can see coming out here. Parts of the floor here will also be the same blue colour as well, so it'll be quite when you walk into the library floors, you'll really know them by that, again, the branding of the blue colour that's here as well. And I'll hand over to Patty, who can tell you what's going on this floor of the library as well.
So each of the floors, the public floors, are designed specifically with a particular demographic in mind, and for this level we've got quiet research for mainly adults. So there'll be a combination of collections, print collections, as well as a great range of technology. The Wi-Fi offer is actually going to be 40 times faster than what we offer in any of our libraries, 1 gig per second. So it's going to be an incredibly digital rich space, as well as offering the more traditional formats that you would expect from the Heritage Centre and from the library. Beautiful furniture, high-end furniture as well, to provide our community with great comfort while they're here studying or visiting. A great tourist destination for everyone.
Where's the furniture coming from?
That's a question for Wayne, actually.
So there's a series of loose furniture, so the FF&E component, we're doing all of those, so that's all been selected by ARN's interior team.
Right.
So yeah, it's
going to look like Hamer Hall then?
No, it'd be significantly different, but same quality. So we're looking, this is a high benchmark building. So the interior fit out as well as the exterior of the building, they're high end, and it's that was the brief. And I think value for money for Geelong, for the amount of money that the federal, state, and local government have put in, I think we've achieved a very good return. And I think as a building for the future, it's certainly a good investment for Geelong.
I'll just add to that too. ARM were terrific. They worked very closely with the staff to understand the functional requirements, so it'll be comfortable but also provide functionality. And that's been a terrific collaboration. So you're going to find a diversity of offer of furniture. So spaces that you can study in, your more traditional desks, but also really comfortable seats that you could spend a long time in, accessing the Wi-Fi, reading a book, whatever you choose to be doing in the new library.
Adults will be able to collaborate together and do things together on this floor. So I'm sure you'll find the Mayor and I up here in 12 months working on something together, even if only playing chess.
And that's a very good point. There's actually a meeting room just in the corner there, a beautiful meeting room.
Is that going to be,
Yeah, it'll be a bookable space, but also can be used for library activities. And then at this end of the building, there is a series of 4 smaller discussion rooms. So for small meetings or larger meetings, quiet space or collaboration, content creation spaces as well.
It's also one of the highlights of these floors. We've got a series of these breakout windows. So this is the first floor where we've got a removed cladding tile which forms an aperture in the skin. So that gives us a view through a window which is reflective of the outside tile format. It'll be glazed like the rest of the building, but facing north, looking over the park and to the water.
well, in which one? That one?
That
Yeah.
one through there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be able to be closed off.
That'll have a glazed skin in it, so
Yeah.
that will be a hexagonal window in the
Yeah,
facade,
right.
which you can see when you're looking down from the northern side.
Yeah.
And on the next level down, we'll see where
It's
they
interesting,
start to go
Bendigo
bigger.
the other day, the art gallery, the new addition they've done, they have a corner of the art gallery that goes onto their beautiful park there as well. You can either close it off or it opens
up.
out.
Yeah.
It's just spectacular.
And we wanted to have a space that felt like you're in the canopy. And we've got some naming that's happening of some of the spaces, and this area is going to be called the Reading Nest, and it's going to provide collections and information technology and also learning through play, experiential opportunities for young children. It's also the space where we're going to run all of our literacy programming. So we've got literacy programming for babies, for toddlers and also for preschoolers, as well as holiday programs for kids. And it's a really special place for families to come and enjoy at any time.
This floor, because it is dedicated to children and youth, so the youth are on the far end, this is quite a special floor in that we've actually commissioned through the project a sculpture by Bird Studios, we call it the Bird's Nest, which again thematically, when we're in the treetops and we've got Matthew Bird doing the Bird's Nest, that's part of the essence of the building, where it's an integrated approach to both design but fit out, and where we use these specialist people to come in and provide a nuance or a difference between this building and other libraries, and to progress the way that people work and interact with this building. The tactility is something that we found is quite important to do with libraries, and there's the rebirth of books. Essentially, in our view, has come about by the fact that they're a tactile device, and they're much more than just an object. They actually have a beauty, and what's within them is also something very important to us, and that's the idea of the library, and having beauty within is also part of this thematic address of how you relate what is designed for, and then how you reflect that in.
Where's the sculpture going to?
It sits in the middle of the floor, just behind us here. It's shaped like a large egg, which is built as high enough that children can actually go in and walk through, and there are apertures in it which are passable, so you can pass in and out of it, but you can also touch it. It has reflectors.
It's going to be organised mayhem up here.
It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be wonderful.
My two kids
and
will love it.
noisy.
Yeah, noisy.